Welcome back, everybody. We are here for Jordan Klepper versus Trump supporters best of collection. Let's hop right into it. I hope you guys took a breather. Hope you guys had some time because this is gonna be a lot of fun. All right, guys, let's take a look.
Last week I went to tropical Iowa. Again. And while all eyes there have been on the Democratic candidates, a certain recently impeached former reality TV star showed up in town to get his own cup of Iowa Nice.
Drake has his own university?
Trump train, choo-choo.
It's just awesome. That is love it.
Yeah!
MAGA.
Whoa!
Oh shit!
Oh, God, that's scary!
Been to a Trump rally before?
No, sir.
What are your expectations?
Truth.
Truth. At a Trump rally?
Yeah.
Good luck. However, all anyone's been talking about is the impeachment. And while 69% of Americans wanted to hear from witnesses like John Bolton, Senate Republicans wouldn't allow it. So what did these folks think of the trial as it nears its end?
I think the impeachment trial itself is a joke, period.
It's a shit show.
We think it's a complete sham. He hasn't done anything wrong.
How did we get here with no evidence?
He didn't do anything.
He didn't do anything. Very well said.
Well, that's it, right? He didn't do anything.
He didn't do anything.
So we should let everybody testify.
Correct. Oh. No.
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 You think John Bolton should testify?
No.
Why not?
Well, he could testify, but I think he's vengeful for getting fired from his job. I think he's a liar.
John Bolton's a liar.
Absolutely.
There should be a system set up where he takes an oath and then under oath he tells the truth. Otherwise, he's punished.
I think there should be, yes.
And maybe there's a judge who's put in charge, like the highest judge in the land,
Right.
appointed by a Republican. And then we could all see what he has to say. Would you be for a system like that?
Sure.
Well, they
Wow.
seem to want
That man is literally wearing rose-colored glasses.
first-hand information from witnesses. They definitely didn't want witnesses with first-hand information. Regardless, they're sticking to Trump's favorite old defense.
I've read the transcript for not verbatim, but I've read the transcript, meaning like I've watched everybody read it on the news. I haven't seen the transcript.
You know that's not what reading the transcript means.
No.
But you watch people read the transcript.
Right, I haven't personally read the transcript. Have you read the transcript? No.
It is, I have. Spoiler alert. He asked a foreign country to interfere in our election. It's crazy, right?
Yeah, it's insane.
You know what? I've explored this one before. But luckily, Trump has 2 or 5 new airtight legal defenses.
There's no, whatever that word is, quid pro quo. My lips are cold.
It's hard to say.
Right.
It's even harder to convince other people that it happened.
New word I just learned, yeah.
There's no crime
new
that's
word.
been, there's no a crime that he's been accused of.
What does that mean?
What?
What do you mean?
They've not making an accusation or brought an actual.
This man has no words. He has a huge hat and no words. This is what's wrong with these people.
Penal code. Yeah.
You can tell he hasn't done anything wrong just by his demeanor. I mean, he would be trying to hide things.
If you were blocking witnesses or evidence or something like that, you'd be like, oh, you're hiding something. But
Right.
otherwise,
Right.
Extra
He's saying,
charges.
let him see everything.
let him see
I'll
evidence.
prove whatever you want me to prove.
Right. But Trump is blocking witnesses.
Oh, look at her. She had a moment.
Oh.
Oh, there she ain't. Never
We
mind.
were saying earlier that if you're blocking something, it shows that you have something to hide.
Didn't Obama hide his birth certificate?
He did. And Trump found that thing. And it said he was an American citizen.
Yeah.
I know. So who's got egg on their face?
Yeah.
Who has egg on their face?
Well,
So what do these supporters see in our impeached president's future?
They're going to impeach him again.
Is there going to be another impeachment?
I probably all the way till for 5 more years.
Did you feel the impeachment was a distraction?
Not at all. I don't think he's got skin that is about as thick as it gets.
Donald Trump is
Yeah, thick skin. He's
thick-skinned. He gets mad if a celebrity makes fun of him on Twitter.
well. It's good. I like his tweetings.
He should take a victory lap. It should have already happened.
Yeah. What should he do? Alan Dershowitz got OJ off. OJ wrote a book. Dershowitz gets Trump off. Trump reads a book.
I mean, he can do whatever he wants.
Let's say it happens tomorrow. Trump beats impeachment. Trump can get on to running the country.
Exactly, like he has been doing for the past 3.5 years now.
I mean, and now with like no impediments, no checks, no balances.
Exactly. They need to have like more restrictions on who can just come up with articles for impeachment when nothing's been done.
Who's in Donald Trump's way going forward?
The only people that would be in his way are other Republicans trying to get in office.
Yeah, he's evolved this presidency into a dictatorship that we could all understand.
Exactly.
Yeah. Wow. Do these folks care at all about our president declaring himself absolute ruler?
Oh, man.
I think I might know the answer.
I don't care.
Exactly.
And she don't care.
In the era of COVID, social gatherings come with a certain amount of risk. But Trump supporters have found safer footing on water. So I chartered a boat and went to New Jersey, baby.
Nice.
The site of a Trump rally on boats. While the president himself isn't there, he's shouted out to his beautiful boaters, and it's the perfect way for me to get back out into the field. To get my sea legs under me, I had to talk to a real deal MAGA yachtsman like Captain John of Tom's River. Safe social distancing practices meant staging an interview that was not awkward at all.
We're going to the Donald Trump parade today and rally. And we expect over 1,000 boats.
I gotta say, I'm getting a little bit of boat envy here.
Well, boat envy, penis envy, you know.
No, I was making that connection too, yeah. Enough land talk. I wanted to see just how impressive these beautiful boaters were. It is a line of Trump boats as far as the eye can see. It really just keeps going. It's like an election polling place in a minority district. Who are you voting for? Who are you? Who are you voting for? Donald J. Trump. Must be undecided. Usually not so worried out on the water, but technically this is an entire armada of Jersey drivers. Hey, thank you. You too. Little history about the area. We're here in the Jersey Shore. That's the cove where Snooki got fingered. And over there is the beach that Chris Christie hogged to himself. Make America great again is a weird slogan for an incumbent. I'm worried about COVID.
All right.
The president loves boating. But why?
Well, because a lot of beautiful women come with the deal, number one, and he's always loves women, you know. That was obvious when I first met him.
Yeah.
And
we've heard about
as another
that.
man, I could tell.
You could tell. He was
There was
like,
ways of looking at a woman and, you know, what another disrobing him with your eyes.
oh, yeah, that's the kind of guy you want in charge.
I was on his motor yacht down in Atlantic City. He had threw a party on it, and I was a guest on board.
You were a guest on board.
It was great. Don Johnson was there, Robin Leach. I mean, it was really a who's who, you know.
Now, what Trump
who of
wife
what?
was allowed to be on the boat, what Trump mistress and future wife was on the
Well,
boat?
I met both of his wives in past years and everything, the first one and the second one. But I remember the first time I met him, his aura came in the room before he did.
So if you had to rank Trump's energy from a scale of 0 to 130,000, what would you rank it at?
The top of the spectrum.
130,000?
Yeah, close to it, yeah.
140,000? These numbers keep going up.
Yeah, I know, but he's that powerful. I mean, he's getting bombarded from all sides, and he's just standing there. He's not flinching, you know?
Yeah. It's almost like he's doing nothing.
Well, in many ways, you're correct.
Do you support the basic tenets of the Black Lives Matter movement? You
That's
understand that
affirmative.
systemic racism is something that we all together have to collectively work together to dismantle? I don't know if they're understanding. I'm gonna try something more their speed. What's your favorite Bon Jovi song? I wonder what the relationship is between number of flags and midlife sexual insecurities. 1 to 1?
1 to
If you can't beat them,
2 to 1.
join them. So I used maritime signal flags to speak the beautiful language of the Trumptilla.
Oh no, wrong flags, bro.
As the day wound down, it was clear the event was a success. Of course, the threshold was pretty low.
I don't think you saw one fire and one thing broken.
Yeah, or one minority, to be fair.
Well, not true. You look closely, you'll see everybody here. You'll see everybody that brought in here.
It's very diverse. I see
Oh, my
yachts,
God.
I see skiffs, I see jet skis. Sure, the rest of the country is suffering through a historic pandemic and a major economic and racial reckoning. But out here, for the bare-chested admirals, the jet ski superheroes, and the froze pirates, there's still only one man suited to be president.
He doesn't speak or, like a normal, politician, but he talks like a billionaire and a businessman out of New York. Yeah, I know a lot of people. I mean, because I'm a businessman, I have lots of friends that are very successful business people, and he, he's really perfect for the job right now.
Do you think you're speaking from a position of privilege?
No, not so much as privilege, but just my instinct. Again.
To be clear, your position is on the front of a 50-foot long yacht.
70.
70.
Yes.
But you're a common man.
I am.
You might think hours in the hot sun, bouncing on choppy seas, listening to choppy arguments, might take its toll on a liberal landlubber like myself.
Oh, dude.
And you'd be right.
Oh, dude. Oh, bro.
On the day Donald Trump most likely contracted COVID at an event in the Rose Garden, he hosted another slightly different kind of super spreader event, a campaign rally. These rallies are a known vector for spreading many of Trump's favorite lies. So I traveled to the battleground state of Pennsylvania to see just how many people had caught Trump's version of reality. I'm here at a Trump rally in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. We are weeks away from the election, months away from finding out who wins, and probably about a year away from losing a loved one to the inevitable civil war. Let's do this.
Yes! Make America great again.
Woo!
Woo!
Dude, this is I swear by this. People are attracted to this because it's a carnival. Like it's like going to the fair, literally. Literally going to the fair. But it's like I swear that most of these people are just caught up in the like how much fun it is to be a part of this like craziness, right? Like let's just say it. They want to let their freak flag fly, right? Like they're doing it. They're doing the thing. It's insane, but also I think I understand.
Woo!
Rambo flag, classic. How's it going? Mind if I check out some of your stuff?
Yesterday we did $5,400 in sales.
What is selling now? Is there anything 200,000 deaths later that doesn't quite work as well?
Not with the Trump stuff.
It's almost as if the Trump stuff isn't affected by that at all.
Exactly.
Yeah, Tell me about these shorts.
Guy.
Well, we got the Donald Trump shorts. You know, we got a rep president today.
You gotta be careful. Donald Trump that close to your genitals, in a decade he's gonna deny he was ever there and countersue.
Pretty funny.
When did you get out here to see Donald Trump?
Edward.
About 26 hours ago, 10 o'clock yesterday morning.
So you're gonna
I know all
wait
these
2
people
days
now.
to see the president?
First of all, come on. Donald Trump is our first rock star superhero president. He's the real-life Tony Stark. They should call him President Iron Man.
Well, Tony Stark gave a shit about science. So much excitement in the air. So many droplets. You feel like people are gonna feel this effect for weeks to come. Why no mask?
Frankly, I forgot it in my car. I forgot to grab it on the way out.
Honestly, it's not even for COVID. I just think all of the Sharpie fumes are
very
super
heavy.
healthy for it.
Probably not. When it was still wet.
What do you think about the whole mask situation
Look at this,
right
bro.
now? Are you worried about COVID?
For me personally, I'm not worried, but my dad has like underlying health conditions.
Okay.
So if he gets it, he's gonna be in trouble.
Why come here and take that risk if your dad has health issues?
Just to see Trump.
So it's worth a little bit of risk.
Yeah.
Got guns and Trump. Woo!
Nice flags, man.
I love him.
Wear a mask. Back
Fuck
at it.
you.
I don't live under dictators like you, douchebag.
The efficacy
He's a
of Trump's
dictator.
herd mentality theory
I don't think he knows
was
what a
on
dictator
full
is.
display.
That's America right there. That's freedom.
That's freedom?
That's freedom.
Are you excited about the SCOTUS
Of course I am.
What are you excited about?
It's going to fill the court with constitutional loving Americans again. That court has been too liberal for too long.
Really?
Of course it has.
You're pro-life.
Of course.
It's important for Americans to do whatever they can to protect a human life.
Yes.
Why aren't you wearing a mask?
I mean, again, it's a personal choice, I think. If everybody was
wearing them and everybody said put a mask on, I would respect everybody's wishes and put it on. We're not cheap.
You're not cheap. You're not cheap. But if everybody here was wearing masks.
If everybody was wearing, but again, we're not cheap.
You're not cheap.
We're not.
So you're going to look at what everybody's doing and you're going to follow
That's
along.
it.
Yeah. But not cheap.
Not cheap.
Oh my
As the
God.
not sheep were bravely running into a tightly
hurts my
packed
brain.
airplane hangar to see Patient Zero, I couldn't help but think of D-Day and the beaches of Normandy. Well, I don't know which side they're on. As I traced the spread of bullshit, I was fearful for those most vulnerable, whose defenses were already compromised.
About 2 months before COVID started, somebody put me onto QAnon.
Great.
And I believe some of it, and I don't believe some of it,
Oh,
but I
no.
believe only so much can be a conspiracy. I think a lot of it's true.
You know about QAnon. Is there anything you can tell us that I don't know?
JFK Jr. is still alive.
Oh, yeah,
This
JFK
guy is
Jr..
always behind Trump at the rallies.
So you're saying JFK Jr. is still alive and spending his time in the background at a Trump rally?
Okay, so she said, I believe some of it, but I don't believe all of it. And that's what she chose to believe.
From QAnon, yes.
Do you think racism exists in America?
I do not believe that people hate each other as much as...
You don't think racism is a problem in America?
I do not think it's a problem now.
There's a potential that JFK Jr. is alive and here at a Trump rally.
Maybe.
Hilarious. But with just over a month until the voters go to the polls, had the president somehow already
Not very-
contaminated Election Day? If Biden is elected,
Uh-huh.
you trust the results?
No.
Look at him.
They're cheaters. No.
But if Trump wins, do you trust the results?
Yes, absolutely.
I think mail-in ballots is not going to be fair because it leads to fraud and stuff.
You don't trust mail-in ballots?
Not at all.
The president uses mail-in ballots.
Yeah, they're going to use mail-in ballots for this upcoming election, right?
Right. But the president himself uses mail-in ballots.
Oh, he does? Where?
That's how he votes. He mails it in.
That's different.
How's it different?
I don't know. I honestly didn't know that. I don't even know what you're talking about.
But you do know it's different.
Wow.
After hours in the heavily contaminated parking lot,
this
I
guy.
wanted to self-quarantine and chill. But I still had one burning question. Are you in a better place than you were 4 years ago?
Absolutely.
Okay, real quick. This is Edward the Debt Collector. I did a video on this guy too. If you have a minute, please watch that video. It's a really good video, and it's kind of eye-opening.
Absolutely.
Is America in a better place than they were 4 years ago?
I believe absolutely.
We have
Now-
higher unemployment, we have 200,000 people dead due to COVID, and we have riots in the streets.
Yes, let me just tell you this much. Yes, I'm doing much better. I'm literally making 4 times as much as I was making when Obama was president.
What do you do?
I work for a debt relief company.
Yeah. So now, as a debt relief employee, you make more money under Donald Trump.
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Yeah, congratulations. It's good to be a white debt relief collector.
Watch the video.
After an
Watch the
historic
video.
227-year campaign, I found myself at another Trump rally, one of 3 he was having in Pennsylvania that very day. And while there was still some of the usual totally realistic expectations,
I'm calling 47 states for Trump.
at this rally in the final week of election season, I noticed something different. It was quiet. Are people just tired?
You know, I think people are exhausted.
Me too.
And I'm ready to move on.
I've been to a lot of Trump rallies before, and I have to say this is probably the most subdued rally I've been to. It's eerily quiet. You can hear a QAnon push notification ding in someone's pocket. This was a chance to hear Trump make his final case, and frankly, for MAGA country to do the same.
It's about the economy. He provided jobs. And when people are working and not...
Why do all these people look so trippy? Like, humans, there's so many variations of us. But they're literally all at the Trump rally.
Looting and burning cities.
Historically, this presidency has lost more jobs than any other.
That's not true.
It's not true.
Nope. He has not.
He has not.
I'd be like, Tony, I need my sheet. I'm going to give you facts. Come on.
Give me facts.
The facts. That fact sheet.
What's on the fact sheet?
I'm going to show you.
That fact sheet is that in my car.
She don't have
We
her
have not had a
fact
fact
sheet.
sheet before. This is good.
Oh, really? Okay.
Bring it.
I'm bringing it.
Is that?
I hope it
That's
doesn't
a
have
nice
a list above
backpack.
head, because that thing's gonna be huge.
Okay, jobs added, 4 million. Under Biden and Obama, negative 2.8
What is the
million.
website you're on?
I don't know.
You don't know. Well, I'll have to Google it. Okay, so her friend didn't have the facts, but she did have the Zinfandel.
Let's talk about African American communities and all the things he's done for that.
Great. What has he done?
With the, what's the jail thing? You know, where he was corrected the,
Oh God, I feel bad for this lady.
While I waited for Tony to get her shit together, I wanted to wrap my head around their Hail Mary October surprise. And that's Hunter Biden and his, well, I'll just let them explain it.
You can see on, Fox and One American News about the laptop, Hunter Biden's laptop, and then all the corruption taking money from the different countries, from Russia and China. Then Joe Biden would do whatever these countries needed.
Well, what did he do?
Well, either what he did or did not do.
What did he do?
Well, you have to be determined exactly what he did.
I saw pedophilia in China, something like that.
Do you believe it?
I don't know. That's something I have to look into a lot more.
We see about like the Hunter
Don't
Biden
look into
scandal.
pedophilia,
What
bro.
exactly happened with that?
I think they found a laptop that had emails.
Who did?
And who was it? FBI. They found a laptop with like emails and pictures of Biden talking with like Ukraine and China about business deals and stuff like that. And
Which
there was,
Biden?
Hunter Biden.
Then did something happen?
They want to push it to get it, get the investigation underway before the election.
Yeah.
Well, what's the investigation on?
About just the laptop and
Just
seeing
what was on it.
What was
Not
on the
at all.
laptop?
I mean, conspiracy theorists would say that it's Joe Biden and Hunter Biden communicating with, outside countries on business deals and stuff like that.
Are you calling him a conspiracy theorist? That's just what he said.
Right.
The conspiracy, some people...
Only because it hasn't been proven
Yeah.
yet.
Make a ton of money and do absolutely nothing except say, hey, you can meet my dad.
That's a disgusting trait, right? To just use your father's name to make money off of that?
Absolutely. Nepotism needs to be looked into big time.
Yes.
Yes.
What do you think about Ivanka?
Oh, she's so gracious.
I see Ivanka as someone who is following or creating and enhancing people's lives around jobs and training and whatever causes she has, just like Lady Diana had 20 years ago. She had certain causes, AIDS and different things like that she was involved in.
Was Lady Diana seeking
Yes.
copyrights in China while she had a position of power?
I don't know what you're talking about.
As the horn rang and the masses filed into the last rally, there was a bittersweet feeling in the air. Folks are heading on in. This is the last chance for them to get unfettered access to the President of the United States. After this, it might be through plexiglass, maybe with a telephone. If this somber attitude was a reflection of what could happen on Election Day, are these folks prepared for a world post-Trump? Trump could totally win. If for some chance he doesn't win, what happens to all of this afterwards?
Me personally,
Sure.
I will not live under a socialist government. And just look up the 3 red flags. On the Biden campaign poster, there's the 3 red lines.
Yeah.
Look it up on Google.
Well, I think it's an E.
It's supposed to be an E, but look at the 3 red flags or 3 red banners.
And they mean?
Communism.
He stuck communism right there on the flag?
You got it.
Really?
Spoiler alert. It didn't happen. It didn't happen. We're not communists. Spoiler alert.
You don't want to be in a place of socialized medicine?
Nope.
So where would you go?
I'm going to look at Costa Rica.
Costa Rica, which has universal health care.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not
Jesus
going to live
Christ.
under socialist rule. I don't think Biden's going to make the 4 years, and the Camelback, forget it.
The Camelback, who's that?
Kamala.
Oh, wow. That both mispronounced the name and xenophobic.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow, that's a twofer. If they don't take you in Costa Rica, I'm sure Argentina would welcome you and your point of view with open arms. So the pitches have been made
Wow.
and the escape routes planned.
That's so
Nothing
sad.
left to do other than vote your asses off and hope we get the results soon. Until then, I'll be hiding out right here. Good luck, America.
Good luck. Wow. That was actually really sad.
Trump's people were gathering, so I went to Washington, D.C., to the self-proclaimed and self-counted Million MAGA March, where moms for Trump,
Self-counted.
MAGA dads, and free jazz instrumentalists for Trump converged to do what exactly?
We are here to celebrate the winning of Donald Trump.
Oh, you're 4 years too late.
Huh?
You're 4 years too late.
No. He won this time.
This time?
He won.
Oh,
Not the size of the flag that matters.
No.
It's how many votes you get in the electoral college system. They were here to celebrate the fact that America is a rich, diverse nation with so many different kinds of alleged election fraud.
There's people
Stop the
that's
steal.
changing votes.
Who?
People across the United States.
Where did you hear this?
All over.
We can't ignore it. We're talking about having dead people vote, number one.
Should Trump have appealed more to the dead person vote?
Should he appeal? We just need fairness.
To me, the biggest fraud is, unfortunately, the millions of voters that voted for Biden that were brainwashed by the media.
Everybody said the same thing. It's a big flag.
Yeah, please don't stand on it.
It's also not an American flag.
The stars and stripes on it, brother. Just appreciate it if you don't stand
Doesn't
on
it?
it.
It feels like it's mostly Donald Trump obscuring the
Still,
flag.
appreciate it if you don't stand on
To
it.
be honest, if anybody's disrespecting a flag, I think it's the 10-foot-high Donald Trump.
I have an analogy. In the NFL, there's a close play. What do? They review it, right? And sometimes it takes them 15 minutes. There's delays in the game. They got to look at every little technicality.
Let me do one.
These are the same people that got pissed off when voting took super long during the midterms because, you know, they were trying to get it right.
I got an analogy. It's like the NFL. There's a game, okay? It's the Lions versus the Packers. The Lions lose. Everybody goes home. But the Lions stay on the field, and they say, we didn't lose. And everybody's like, well, if you look at the scoreboard, it's like,
He didn't lose.
Who didn't lose?
Trump.
But he had less votes.
Oh, yeah, but you got to take California out of the equation.
Wow!
He wins the national.
If you definitely discount certain people, then the numbers add up in your favor.
Okay.
For what? You want a flag to stop the steal, bro? They stole it. Stole it blatantly.
What's the evidence?
The mail-in ballots, first of all, we all know the whole corona was to send the mail-in ballots out to steal the election, along with
This guy's a salesman.
The voting machines are all compromised.
This guy's
Wait,
selling it
the
hard.
Corona was created to create...
The Democrats are working with the communist Chinese to put Biden in because China has blackmail on Joe Biden. That is a fact.
You have that on...
He looks like he's having a hard time keeping a straight face. I don't think this man believes this shit. I think he's trying to sell some flags.
On any t-shirt?
No. People are stealing our election. It's obvious.
Whoa!
This is
Look at this guy.
People are stealing our election.
How are they stealing the election?
Because they're putting voter fraud. It's suspicious.
How are they putting voter fraud? Department of Homeland Security said it was the most secure election in America.
Who's that? That's one guy like you and me, Broseph.
That's Donald.
One guy like you and me.
That's Donald Trump's Department of Homeland Security.
Excellent. And so, because one person says something, that's definitely.
It's not one person.
That's the government, and the court.
It's not one
Trump's
person.
lawyer said there's no fraud.
Don't try and twist me, baby. I've been in politics for a long time. Don't try and twist me, baby.
You're in politics.
I am the regional Tea Party chairman in Fredericksburg, baby.
You're the Tea
he's
Party?
in
I'm the Tea Party, baby. I'm the regional Tea Party chairman in the Fredericksburg region. Come on, fake news. What you got? Go find yourself a safe space. We are patriots.
Let me get this straight. You're yelling at me to find a safe space, and you have elevated yourself with a megaphone, and you have a shield. They were having trouble facing the reality at hand, though there were occasional signs of progress. Something fitting about a U-Haul truck here. Yet no one seems to acknowledge that Trump's legal defense is crumbling. It doesn't matter, though. For these guys, some battles never end. What is that? Is that Trump? That's Trump on a Confederate flag?
That's a Confederate flag, yeah. See that, CNN? See that? Dixie still lives. Cold water.
Buddy, you don't know how to pick a winner. You might as well put a Jets hat on. They don't trust this election's narrative, which the rest of the world is seeing. What do they trust?
I trust Trump and what he says and what he knows. You know, I don't trust the media that much.
So the only person you really believe is Donald Trump himself?
That's not the only person I believe.
Who else do you believe?
I mean, ultimately, I believe Jesus is king and I believe the Bible.
That's like two. So you got Jesus and Trump.
No, I trust a lot of people, my friends, my family.
What do you say to critics?
Tucker Carlson.
Tucker Carlson, Jesus, and Donald Trump.
And more. I can go on and on if you want.
No, I think I get the picture.
We used to like Fox. We don't like Fox. We don't like MSNBC. We don't like CBS. We don't like any of the fake news channels because they lie all the time.
What happened to Fox? Was it their COVID coverage that turned you off?
No.
What about Hannity?
I like Hannity. Tucker.
And Tucker.
Yeah.
So just 2 hours every day of Fox News, otherwise it's a complete boycott.
Yes, absolutely.
Even Fox wasn't welcome at this MAGApalooza, which was feeling less like the
man.
peace and love of Woodstock and more like the buzzkill at Altamont.
Antifa! Antifa! Antifa!
signaling the end of an era complete with actual knife violence.
For you guys, the liberal media, I have one word for you. You are controlled by the deep state.
That's like
by
4,
the
5,
global
6
government.
words, 10 words.
You.
That's even 2. That one's even 2.
Push the fake news.
And I have one word for you, fake news. You. The silent majority.
2 words.
2 words.
That's 2 words.
Can no one in the MAGA world count?
Oh my God. What a wild ride, man. If this is coming back, we better buckle up. Better buckle up, because if Donald Trump is running again in 2024 and these are the type of people that he's attracting, it's going to be a roller coaster. And I don't know what to say. I don't know what to expect. That's half the craziness that comes along with this whole thing, is what is going to happen. What I can say is I know that he's picking people out that are probably the far end of the spectrum, but these people are the type of people that despots and cult leaders thrive on. It doesn't matter what side they're on. If these are the type of people that are voting for the president of the United States, we have an issue. So all I have to say is, if you got half a brain, man, get out there, vote for the person that's actually going to do the best possible job. Vote for a person that's going to make America the America that you want to live in, the America that you want your kids to grow up in, the America that we can all be proud of. All right, guys, have a good one.